Hey, it's your host, Julius Vasquez with Whiskey Grilling Time. Today's episode I believe is 5. It's going to be a hodgepodge. I did some brisket burnt ends. I did a pulled pork with a butt and shoulder. I'm going to be doing the Glendronic 15 year. I was surprised to find it in Utah, and I picked that up right away, and it was going to be delightful and enjoyable to do a review for everyone. So, hope you guys enjoy this hodgepodge video. I'm going to call it the Hodgepodge Whiskey Grilling Time episode, and see you on the flip side of the start of the brisket ends. Cheers.
So first, you will start out with your leftover either tri-tip, brisket. This is top sirloin steak that I had, was pretty thick, and then brisket as well. As you can see in there, got a nice brisket that was done, but the wife wanted some brisket ends as well, so I left some over. So I call this my leftover burnt ends because they are so delicious even after they're cooked in the fridge. These are just amazing. So anyways, first step is chop them big chunks, get them spread out. I like to use a cast iron. So this is actually an old 1800 cast iron that I found in an antique shop. It was pretty cool. But this is what I use right here. So we're gonna go from there. Next step. Here's the ingredients I use for the burnt ends sauce, barbecue sauce. I do use a, 3 cubes of butter as well, salted. And then that's my personal rub there. So now I'm gonna heat it up, get that all mixed together, and then we're gonna pour it in here. Get it all spread over, all of it, and then we'll go from there. So my sauce is ready. It's gonna go in here, we're gonna spread it out. Make sure you get all of it covered in. Just want to soak it in there. This will cook down. Once it can get into start heating up and boiling over, we can get the juice, pour it out a little bit, let it render even more. So here you have, going for about an hour now. We'll go another hour and a half. It's rendering down, get a little thicker in the sauce. You can see. I'm going to cover it up as well right now. I have the temp at 385. I just opened it, so it went down to 385. So here we go. So here's the result. It just came out amazing. You can see how the caramelized, the juice in the barbecue sauce start to reduct, and yeah, it just came out beautifully. And they're so tender. Taking a piece of one of these just melts in your mouth, basically. And here's the result. Beautiful. So we're continuing this hodgepodge episode with the whiskey review. So right now, like I said, we're going to do the Glendronach Revival 15 year. This is a Highland single malt. This is matured in the barrels of Pedro Examenzi and Oloroso Sherry Cask. And if I kill those names, I'm sorry. This is natural cask and portament color. So just the natural color, no coloring in it. These, surprisingly enough, I found this in Utah. Usually they are not available in Utah. They only have the 12 year, which is a 40%.
This is actually a 46%, which I was, just to make sure that, 46%. And I like high proof scotch. I feel like I could play with that more versus the 40%. But yeah, so let's go with the smell. Let's go with the nose. Yeah, I get a winter citrus spice. I don't know if I'd say winter spice, but I would say pineapple, like roasted pineapple, like on the grill. A little bit of espresso coffee note. Like a light chocolate. But definitely a winter like cherry, baking spice. I can see why this was available right now and in November in Utah, because it has that winter, what is it? High West. What is it? High West is Midnight Dram. It's funny. I know it's a single malt, 100% barley, but it has like a rye spice to it. But I think that's the high proof. Let's go to the front. Ooh, surprising ginger. I get some ginger in there. Definitely the roasted pineapple back there. I like a sweet cigar, like a robust cigar. Definitely that nose comes through to the front. The bacon spice, the winter spice, nutmeg, clove. I hit the front again. Hold on. Yeah, in the back it carries through that pineapple, that ginger pineapple, roasted pineapple. It hits you, and then just carries on. It's like a zing. It carries on through the throat. I think it's that high proof mixed with the barrel. 2 barrels that it matured in. Beautiful. Definitely something to get for the season. This has this whole winter, flavor profile that is perfect for the fall and for the winter. Definitely, I wouldn't put ice on this. I would definitely sip it, at least in my opinion. And definitely it would be good with the cigar, which, as a matter of fact, I want to have one with the cigar right here. Go to the finish. Yeah, like at the tail end, it's like a cereal note. Like a malted cereal, nuttiness, but then everything, that profile, that nose, and from the front, carries through that whole journey, that whole flavor profile, just all the way through, and then that spice comes through, and it's smooth, mouthful, creamy, very creamy. I have to say that, and it hits the front, coats your mouth, and you just have it through the whole journey. Very good. 15 years. I did a tasting of all the Glendronics in the 15, and I believe the 21 was definitely my favorites, and lucky to find this. So if you have a chance, get the Glendronach 15. It's worth every penny. I think it's retailed about $100. Yeah, it's worth that. Any more? No, but yeah, retail wise, perfect price point. But yeah, now we're going to see the other hodgepodge of recipes that I was going to give away and talk about after this. So cheers, have a good afternoon, and it's a lovely day in Utah, being December and no snow, and it's like 56 degrees. I can't complain. Cheers, everyone. Got some butts and shoulders going. I'll go through how I prepared it. I did a brine, but we're going to shoot for about 190, 200 for about 3 or 4 hours, and then 200 up to 225. So right now, been 205 for about 5 hours. So looking good. That's the shoulder. Those are the butts. So anyways, they're looking good. Going slow and low, and there we go. Yeah, that just pulled out with nothing on it. So easy. And then the smoke penetration came in really good. I'm pulling that apart right now. This is just the first one. This is the shoulder. And I got 2 butts to pull apart, but look at that penetration of smoke. It's just, it just falls apart. Yeah. I mean, seriously, I'm not barely doing anything. Looking good. Yeah. I couldn't even keep it together because literally, I mean, it just pulls out. It was falling apart as I was opening it. I mean, yeah, it's so tender and juicy right now. Ooh, look at that. Just falls apart. Just pulling it. I barely touch it. Pulls it. That's the butt. Take a piece. Oh, yeah. That's how hard I have to pull it. Just squeeze it. And it's done. One of my best. I do great butts.